So it's that sort of stuff that we're dealing with. The other thing is, how many of you speak Swedish? OK, how many of you sometimes use another language? You listen to me in English, I'm assuming all of you. On your phone, Android has a single locale selected at any one point, which on my phone happens to be UK English. If I want to switch to a different locale, how do I do it? Particularly automated. So you can write a little utility application that allows you to remotely go onto your phone and change the locale to put it into airplane mode so that I can test what happens when the network connectivity is disabled to make sure my application puts up a nice message for the users instead of just crashing. So you write a little utility app that you install on the phone to do that. So this is state of the art. And then academics now are doing quite a lot of work to look at mobile, particularly things like security, reverse engineering, layout bugs, so finding problems on Android devices because there's so many different ones. Next thing I'm going to move on to is the generations of test automation. When I started in mobile, which was at Google in 2006, there were two real ways you could do test automation. One is you did everything yourself. So you took a phone like this is actually about a 2007 phone, but you had to find some way of interacting with it and running your tests, and typically you didn't. You just ran it on your desktop in an emulator. But this was all difficult to do, and you had to cobble together everything yourself, or use emulation, where software pretended to be this phone or that phone, and that was typically for the web side. And there were some good commercial products in those days that allowed you to emulate thousands of different phones. But this was really tedious and not very good at finding the problems, and didn't work once it moved on to touch devices. So the second generation was companies like Device Anywhere. I'm not sure how many of you have heard of Device Anywhere. So what they do is you basically ship them a phone. So Siggy, you're my